SHE Testifies, Part 2, The Battle Before the Wedding. The promise had been spoken, the proposal made, but the journey to the altar would test everything. As wedding preparations began, joy was quickly met with resistance. Whispers, doubts, delays. What once felt clear suddenly grew clouded. And then silence. For 3 long months, her fiancé stopped communicating. No calls, no messages, nothing. It wasn't heartbreak, it was confusion. The man who once couldn't go a day without hearing her voice had vanished into the fog of outside voices. Friends, extended family. People who told him stories. Bringing a woman from back home could cause you problems. You don't know her well enough. Be careful. The enemy spoke through familiar faces, but heaven didn't stay quiet. Her parents and future mother-in-law stood on the wall. They prayed, declared, refused to let what God joined together be broken by fear. And then, breakthrough. One call turned silence into a spark again. He booked a flight. His first trip to Ghana, not for tourism, but for destiny. There, he performed her traditional marriage rites, fulfilling not just custom, but covenant. The wedding was originally set for August, but one day he called and said with urgency, "I can't wait. Let's do it in June." She smiled. After everything, love had won. But then came the loss no one saw coming. In January, she lost her mother, her closest warrior, her prayer partner, buried in March, married in June. 3 life-altering events all in 1 year. As if grief and planning weren't enough, another storm rose. Her mother's family strongly opposed the wedding. "You should wait a year. You can't celebrate now." But she and her fiancé were sure. God's timing still stood, and then came the dream. One night in the quiet, she saw it. Don't invite any family members from your mother's or father's side. It wasn't fear, it was clarity, so she shared it. With her father, with her future mother-in-law, both of whom she prayed with every night, and they agreed. Until 2 weeks before the wedding, that's when they came back and said, "It doesn't feel right to exclude them." We prayed again. God says it's okay now. She and her fiancé were torn, confused, even hurt. Was it pressure? Or had the instruction truly changed? One voice said wait. Another said include. Now, standing at the crossroads of honor and obedience, they had to choose. What do you think happened next? Did they go with the dream or follow their parents' leading? Find out in Part 3, only on SHE Testifies, where every story reveals the faithfulness of God.